Hey everybody, welcome back. I need to start on a trail in the woods down on our kind of the south end of our property, so I'm going to take the tractor today to see if it's too wet. It's been raining here a couple days, so in the area I'm going to is kind of swampy, so I'm going to start the trail, or I'm going to go look to see if I can start the trail. So we'll see how it goes. Stick around. Down here, finally made it down to where I want to start the trail. Basically, I want to put a loop trail around the perimeter of the property. It goes through some swamps, so I'm going to have to kind of divert around the swamp area, but to ride our four-wheelers, to access some more hunting property, things like that. But we'll start with just the bucket and the box blade and see how far and then eventually I'll bring the chainsaw and stuff out here to get all this stuff cleaned up, and then use the grapple to hopefully clear it all away. But I got inspired by watching Outdoors with the Morgans. He made a loop trail on his property. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I finally watched his video, and he's got a little cleaner piece of property that he can work with, and so he's done a really nice job there. So he inspired me to get out here and finally start on my own loop trail around. We have 75 acres total, and it'd be nice to get it all done. So we're going to start. So stick around and see how we end up doing it. Won't get it all done today. Honestly, it'll probably take me 2 months to get this done. But I've got nothing but time. Anyway, so let's get started. All right, so I wanted to show you something. Had to get off the tractor for a minute, but I wanted to show you my concern. As you get down in here, looks like it's nice and I wouldn't necessarily say clear, but clear enough to get a trail through. And you come down here, we had 73 loads of pine taken off the property earlier, and the skidders went as far as they could. And I tell you why, because they started getting stuck in these ruts. So I went as far as I could, and I'm just concerned that I'll get down here and get stuck and not be able to have any way to pull me out. So you have these, you can see where I was spinning a little bit right there, but multiply that by a couple 100,000 pounds for those big logging equipment when they came out here. So the intent is to get through all this brush and mush and garbage to get the trail cut through there, probably just to the right of this pine tree. I can't go to the left of it, but anyway, that's the property line, so I got to stay on my property. But anyway, so I'm not sure I have to let it dry out. I was thinking the couple days of rain was not good for it, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it quits for now, because I don't want my tractor to get stuck. I had a John Deere that would, I got that thing stuck so many times it was crazy. My wife always knew when I called. I was out working on tractor, I called, I was stuck. So I'd have to get my truck to come pull me out, but I don't think my truck could get back in this mess. So I think I'm just going to reevaluate, maybe let it dry up in the summertime, and then come out here and try it again, and see if I can't get a trail cut, or maybe start working from the backside to come in that way. That might work as well, so maybe I'll try that. Anyway, so I know she's been wanting me to get back to help with the Christmas decorations anyway. So maybe, I spent, I don't know, maybe an hour down here this morning doing something. So, you can see where I kind of cut up through there, but up in that area. So it's going to do good. I just have to wait for it to dry up a little bit before we can actually get it to where we need it to be. So, all right. So you can see where Hurricane Michael's uprooted trees. But anyway, this is what we've got done so far. It's just too swampy and mushy down here right now. You can see I started getting stuck. Whoa, I started getting stuck in these ruts right here. So you can kind of see there where I was getting stuck. And you can see where, you see that line right there? And right there, that's where I was pushing myself, and right there, that's where I was pushing myself back out with the bucket. And so I finally got turned around. It's a tight squeeze down in here. If I had to film all of me cutting down in here, it'd be a 2-hour video. It's, well, a hydrostatic transmission would have been nice right now. But anyway, we got some done anyway. So it goes through here. Again, I'm just trying to open it up now, and then I'll come back later, and you know, with the box blade or maybe the bucket again, whatever the case may be, to kind of clean it up. I'd like to, I don't know if I'd ever seed it or put grass in here or whatever, but I probably might try to do something to limit the weed growth or the vines or whatever back in here. So anyway, you come back out. I need to work on my bucket skills. Oh my goodness. Or my box blade skills. And that goes back out to the road that we came in on. So eventually I'll get it all tied back in, but not today. It's just too wet. I guess we did start, but anyway, yeah, we gotta wait till it dries up before we can get that thing kind of looped around. But it's gonna be nice when it's done. Again, eventually we want horses on Hamiltonville, and so it'll be nice to get that done. Eventually we'll fence in the property. It's 75 acres, like I said earlier. So that'd be a fun time once we've got enough trails right now to get through the property with our four-wheelers and whatnot. So. But it would be nice to have a perimeter loop around the property. And we'll get to it. I'll just have to wait till it dries up some. That was Gina, my wife Gina, on the four-wheeler that you saw behind her. You'll meet her later. And she's told me to come back. She wants me to start helping her with the Christmas decorations inside the barn dominium. And for all you fellows whose wives are into modern farmhouses or barns, or barn dominiums as we call it, then they need to check us out, because my wife does a fantastic job on the inside. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to comment below on how I can improve my bucket skills, I appreciate that. I'm still learning, and so any helpful hints would be good. And also subscribe. It helps us if you subscribe, so we'd appreciate if you take a minute to do that. Turn on that little bell for notifications. Have a good day.